So Marvel just released their first NFT and no one's even talking about it. And they released 5 different editions. There was the uncommon, the common, the rare, the ultra rare, and the one that I have, the secret rare, serial number 0862, is worth $100,000. It's crazy. Hold on. Here we go again. NFTs. Everyone is talking about them again. This new and awesome investment opportunity that promises to make you a ton of money.
So it was back in 2014 when NFTs were created, right? Way back in 2014. I know, seems like a lifetime ago. That's 10 years ago. Full decade, right? And nobody cared. Okay, nobody cared about NFTs when they popped up on the scene. The general response to seeing a digital picture online and saying that an image or a GIF file was art was what you might expect when somebody tells you that a picture that you can see online but never physically have or hold can still be owned.
What?
Right? The majority of people said this is dumb. But then, for some reason, out of nowhere, they hit mainstream attention in 2017 and exploded once again in 2021. And many of your favorite celebs and media personalities went out and they jumped onto the wave and started creating these digital pieces of trash that held zero physical real world value because owning an NFT and selling it was all the hype. They didn't care about you. They didn't care about their audience, their fan base, their followers. They didn't care who got rug pulled. I can't tell you how many celebrities I saw create NFTs for absolutely no reason at all other than to sap more money from their fans. I'm talking about people who were already incredibly wealthy and well off, from Snoop Dogg to Justin Bieber to Madonna to people who weren't even musicians and never did anything in life to be famous other than exist, like Paris Hilton even got involved with NFTs. These people had no problem selling you worthless pieces of digital art in the name of financial greed, and there were plenty of YouTubers in the finance space, of all places, right, that told you how, where, and why to buy them too. So when we fast forward to today, and all of the NFTs nearly are absolutely worthless. How's that going for you, Andre? I mean, Jesus Christ, listen, this guy told you how to buy digital land. Yes, digital land, people. It's not real. You slide on a headset, right? And you go buy digital land in a digital space somewhere online. This guy told you how to do it. Andre did. But here's my point. And bringing all this up, right? Because contrary to how I started this isn't about Andre Jig. This is about one of the dumbest and biggest known scammers I've ever seen on YouTube, Logan Paul. Logan Paul was one of the rich celebrities who got in on the NFT scam when he created the project CryptoZoo. And it was pretty much dead on arrival, right? The project was released with hella bugs. It halfway worked, and people for some reason still saw value in it because, once again, this was around the time NFTs were going crazy in the media. And I have people on Facebook, okay, my Facebook friends list, that were actually posting about buying and owning pictures of cats and ape NFTs, thinking that they'd one day be worth thousands of dollars. It was nuts, all right? Anyway, here we are today, and what I knew would happen, happened. Nearly all NFTs are absolutely worthless, and most people are realizing that they spent money on a bunch of digital trash. But CryptoZoo was supposed to be different, because according to Paul, he understood the NFT space. He sat up there and had his friends talk about how they weren't investing because they were his boys. But they were investing because they were genuinely interested and thought it was cool.
The thing that I'm most excited for, and this is the first time I've ever said anything about this. For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project that I believe is going to change the game. It provides a yield with a token, can earn you money. And as a person who understands, I think, the NFT space enough to know what works, what people want, and what they're looking for, I think my game is going to make some waves. So
How do we invest in it?
well, you guys are going to get early access, obviously. Like, not that early, but like...
It's funny because I'm not doing this because, like, I'm your boy. When you showed it to me, I didn't know it was yours. And I was like, oh, this is fucking cool.
Bro, we have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million.
It was actually supposed to be a game that provided its player base with value through owning digital eggs that would hatch and become more valuable with time depending on what you got. But because Jake Paul did not understand how useless NFTs would become in just a couple months down the road, he led all of his fans and friends off of a financial cliff. Because contrary to how much he told his followers about how he understood the NFT space, he really understood nothing at all. I'm telling you that you follow these people at your own peril. So what happened? Well, after it became clear that NFTs weren't going to make anyone rich other than the people who created them, what you would expect to happen happened. The NFT market crashed and burned, which put our boy Logan in a rough spot because he'd already promised that he wouldn't abandon the project. So when he got caught out by CoffeeZilla for his project being dead in the water, instead of being honest and direct with the people who actually bought into the project with their own money, what did he do? Of course, he decided to double down on it and say that the project was still going strong and that he planned to finish it despite it being a complete catastrophe operationally that never got off the ground and never worked the way that it was idealized. I'll tell you something about pride. Your pride will have you making all kinds of dumbass decisions and promises, doubling down on something that you know damn well should be abolished and destroyed and everyone's money refunded. But no, pride is a motherfucker. So after some time, when Logan Paul goes silent and there's no updates or anything being done on the project, CoffeeZilla releases another video basically asking him, listen, hey, what's going on with the project? To which Paul, in his feelings and a bid to protect his brand name and ego, quickly responded with a "I'm gonna sue you" video. So someone must have listened. Someone must have reasoned with Logan and told him, hey, trying to sue this guy for exposing your CryptoZoo project is not only a bad look, but it's also an extremely dumb idea. So he took it back. He apologized, made another video thanking him for his hard work and his due diligence, sang his praises, and then promised that he would immediately begin working on a plan to refund everyone who had been scammed, who had had their money taken with CryptoZoo. Well, days turned into weeks, which turned into months. And after quite some time, it was clear that Logan Paul wasn't going to hold up his promise at all. I know. Shocking, right? And to make it an already long story just a little bit more time efficient, I'll speed this up and bring us all up to date here. CoffeeZilla later releases another video after that saying, hey, where's the refunds you promised? And not only did you release that video, right? Did he release that video? Not only did he release that video saying that, reminding people that Logan promised them a return, but he was also gearing up to release another video on a completely different scam being ran and operated apparently by Logan Paul, or at least his brand. And so Paul, once again, being outed as a complete and total scumbag, has to play defense. But this time, okay, he's learned from his mistakes. He's learned from his former mistake. And instead of public retaliation, he doesn't say a single word. Instead, he sends his legal team after CoffeeZilla to shut him down, at least momentarily, while the courts settle this lawsuit and this lawsuit plays out, right? Which effectively and obviously means that CoffeeZilla isn't allowed to say anything about whatever he was working on. And I just want to remind you all of the things that some of these YouTubers overpromise and underdeliver on, because it's to the detriment of you all right? All the various scams and grifts that are taking place with all of the videos I've done talking about some of these people, no one has yet to respond and say, hey, you're wrong. They made me a millionaire. No one has said it. No one has said it yet. You know why? Because it doesn't work that way. None of these clowns have information that they're willing to part with that will make you millions of dollars while they sit their ass right here on YouTube and gain nothing. That's a crackhead's dream. Straight up. And it's time to wake the hell up. Stop going back to the same corners asking if they got something to hold you over till tomorrow. Stop hanging out on the financial corners of YouTube, fiending for the next grifter to come and take your money while your goofy ass gets sent on a dummy mission somewhere to take up a course. Stop looking for where to find your next sniff and start looking at all of the available ways out here to go and get it yourself. None of these clowns are serving you or saving you from your $25,000 credit card bill and your $30,000 student loan debt. Put that YouTube crack pipe down and go self-reflect. And for the love of God, stop pushing your family and friends into dumbass Ponzi schemes like CryptoZoo. Telling all your little cousins and your uncles about how they too can come up off of another project that's dead on arrival. Please stop. Listen, your family tired of you sleeping on their couch and scrolling from one YouTube grifter to the next all day long talking about, I got a plan. No, the plan is delete your YouTube from your address bar and type in walmart.com so you can fill out an app to be a team member and get up out of your mama's face and your family's face and out of your mama's basement. Take them crusty socks that you done had on for 3 days straight, put them inside of your little Nikes, walk your ass right down to the nearest Kroger and ask somebody at the desk how you can be of help. That's the plan. The age of the YouTube crackhead has to die. It has to. You all have done enough. You've taken enough of the poison. You've sniffed enough of that YouTube powder, grifter powder. You've gotten your last hit. Make this your last hit. Make Logan Paul your last hit. Make EYL and InvestFest your last hit. Make Wall Street Trapper make it your last hit. The age of the YouTube crackhead has to die. Enough. It's time to come out now. It's time to put on your big boy clothes and your big girl pants. It's time to get out there and go get a real job. It's time to get out there and stop trying to come up off of a quickie because somebody told you that you could just take a course today and be a millionaire tomorrow. It's over. Listen, it's not happening. It's not. It's not going to happen for you. It's not. I promise you. I wouldn't lead you astray. It's not going to happen. But listen, I've done enough talking. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I love y'all, man. I love my community. I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.